Gotta turn the recording on again. I got another Devil Star. Let's go, dude. Yes. Something. I got another one. I'm 6 bullets away from 1,000 total. I'm so close to being able to get the title. Okay. Only 2 units I want is Power and Angel. I will not mind Act because it's supposed to have good damage, but I really want Power because of the gimmick it has, and Angel's also really cool too. So please give me something new. Don't give me a duplicate. I only have 3. I don't know if that's good, but I don't have it, so I'm happy, kind of. Hey, another new unit. At least it's not a duplicate, if anything. At least it's not a duplicate. It's not the one I want, though. I don't know what she does either. What does she do, chat? What does she do? It's better Irmo? Dude, Irmo's garbage. That tells nothing. Multi-hit, cheap to upgrade, high DPS. Every second hit is double damage, and she does crit. Cool. I'm still going to evolve it. So, cut to me having it evolved. I'm guessing it was better safe than sorry, but 5,000 kills on Kobeni. So we're going to actually go ahead and evolve it. So unequip and unlock. Let's go ahead and put it into the evolution thing. We gain 30% attack, 50% crit, and parkour. And it turns into Kobeni scared. Oh my gosh, that's so sad. But 50 bullets. I'll have to grind another 150 for my 1,000. But there we go. Kobeni is now evolved. Let's go see how much damage this unit deals, because from what I've heard, it's not actually that much. Compared to meta units, of course. It's still probably insanely high, because it's also a crit unit. But let's go see what it is. 2,550 starting damage. Not too bad. All right, here's the unit. Let's go and see what it does. She pulls out her knife and then jumps forward. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool first attack, but let me go and get my money up real quick, so that way I can, like, spam upgrade all these real quick. And there we go, max money. So let's go ahead and start upgrading it. So far, it's been doing pretty well for itself, considering the pretty decent-sized AoE and the high damage and the decent cooldown. So it's actually doing quite well soloing and hitting every unit. So that's pretty good. So let's go ahead and start upgrading it. First upgrade is quite a bit of damage. 6,000 damage. Same cooldown and 1 more range. And just keep in mind, every single update has the 50% crit, which is like 1.5 times damage. So if you want to see the crit damage, it's this number right here up top times 1.5, and that's the crit damage. But 6,000 damage, there we go. Then the next upgrade is 11.4 thousand damage, same cooldown and 1 more range, and then dash slash as the next ability. 15.3 thousand damage, same cooldown, and 2 more range. Let's go ahead and buy that. And let's take a look at the new attack. Oh, she has 2 knives now. Okay. Is that a multi-hit too? I think it's a multi-hit. Let's see. It is a multi-hit. Hits more than once. That's awesome. I think it's like 2 hits. That is very cool. That almost seems like it should be a line AoE from how it moves. But I mean, circle AoEs are like 1,000,000 times better. So there we go. That is cool. Okay, let's keep going with the upgrades. 20,000 damage, same cooldown, and 2 more range. Then 25,000 damage. That's a pretty big upgrade. 0.4 less cooldown and 2 more range. Then 33,000 damage, an extra 8,000. Same cooldown and 1 more range. Then parkour. This is the ability we got for evolving it. Damage shoots up to 51,000, but the cooldown goes up to 9.6, which is kind of disappointing. And then like 3 more range. So let's buy the upgrade. Looks like it's another circle AoE, and oh, that is cool. So she runs forward, slashes, and then shoots. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Too bad the cooldown is so long on that, like for real. That is cool. That's definitely a multi-hit too. I just saw multi-hit. That is amazing. I like that. Okay, let's keep going. 54.8 thousand damage. Cooldown goes down to 8.7, and then 2 more range. And then that is the maximum stats on Kobeni. And just so you know, the crit damage is 82.2 thousand. So quite a bit of crit damage. Let's see what the DPSs are. Okay, so normally the DPS is 6.3 thousand, but with the crit damage, it's 9.4 thousand. So very strong, but it doesn't hit airs, which is kind of disappointing. I honestly feel like they should make more crit units hit air, because like that isn't enough damage normally. And also with the crit damage, it's not high enough to technically have an overall less DPS every couple hits, because you won't crit every single time. It only happens 50% of the time. So it's actually better to use a unit that even has like 1,000 less DPS than the crit damage every single hit, because it's more consistent, because you could totally run into some bad luck and not crit like 5 times in a row, which would be insanely low damage. But let's go ahead and see how many we can have. We have 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, not too bad. So the total DPS without critting is 31.5 thousand, and then the total DPS with crits is 47,000. That's pretty good damage. You're definitely set to win most story modes with this unit if you have it, but it's just not enough damage with crit and without crit, especially without crit, to use instead of other units. I honestly feel like they do crit units so badly in this game, because like almost every single crit unit is horrible except for potentially Toshin, who's like almost good. Like right now, the only way to make crit units actually worth using is if you are using the brand new relic you can get from the Chainsaw Man event, which if you're lucky, you can get like a total of 75% on a 50% chance unit. Because like the relic adds like an extra 25%, but also like a random percent number to how much the crit is increased by. I think the best is like 17%. I'm not entirely sure. I don't have any of them, which is really, really good. But even with that relic, most of the crit units aren't actually worth using, except for Toshin yet again. Toshin is actually the best crit unit in the game. I feel like to make crits better, they need to make the damage from critting like way higher, because 9,000 really isn't that much, especially when most of the units you can get that are pretty easy to get are around like 11,000 DPS, and they normally have other things alongside the damage too. I don't know, it might just be me, but I mean, if you get the unit, definitely use it if you don't have other mythicals. It's not that bad. It's just definitely not meta. That's the main part about it. Oh yeah, let's also see, with this damage, it goes up to 60,000, which has 6.9 thousand DPS without crit, and 10.4 thousand with crit, so not too bad. I do have to say, though, that the gun is really cool. I like it. I don't know how many units in this game actually have guns, so that's pretty cool. Only one that comes to mind is Coyote, and his is more like a giant cannon, to be fair.